Maple Leaf, Maple Chronicles, Maple Jerky Chronicles, the Chronicles of Maple Jerky.
Keep vamping, dude.
Maple Chronicles. Maple Jerky the Chronicles of Jerky with Maple.
The Chronicles of Jerky with Maple.
Maple Jerky, the Maple Jerky and Friends chronicled events of Jerky Maple that was mapled with the Jerky Chronicles.
That's pretty much the outtake of how we came up with the name for this.
That's just the majority of the makeup of the show.
Yeah.
So, welcome to another episode of the Maple Glazed Jerky Chronicles.
We got to bring host energy.
See now why we named it that.
Because we're all just hungry and messing around, and then that's how you get it. You just, when you got maple on the mind, you can't help it.
Maple mind.
I'm maple-minded right now.
All right. So, how are you guys? I heard you guys opened up some rigs today. How was that?
We did.
It's nice for me. It's nice for me. Nobody got some lands, but I got a legendary out of it. So
nice.
Yeah, I got some rares and a legendary, I believe. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Got a couple with the Nasty Hooks account, so we could be generating some upliftium for our nasty needs here in the world.
Yeah,
can you go ahead?
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, can you give us a little rundown of, or even for people that don't know, of like what some stuff we're gonna be able to cash that upliftium in on in the game? You got any download?
Yeah. So right now, the main use case for that is going to be picture installs and things like that.
Yeah.
So everyone has a plot, and in order to put like 2D images up, you kind of need special permissions to be able to do that. So we're charging uplifting for that in game, and that's basically what it is. It's an in-game thing. So we had one heck of a weekend over at Telegram channels and other socials. We started to get a little bit of fun, not enough to know that we're actually here yet.
All the people from our planet haven't realized that they can come over here and FUD out too.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because like I don't know, I haven't been paying attention that closely, but like it's been really bad in there, and we had Corey and I had a bit of a conversation on air last night about this, but yeah, I mean, people can just come in. A lot of this stuff up until the rig sale was kind of free, right? Like if you happen to be in the right place at the right time, Nasty Hooks, for example, if you had some Nasty Hooks NFTs in your account, we dropped some Yoshi coins, and those Yoshi coins were uplifting miners, right? So some people sold them, some people held them, and then they went to enter the Uplift World, and we actually made that live, the uplifting drip live last weekend. So anything that you had in your account that was registered or mapped to your Minecraft username, you were able to collect small drips of uplifting. Now, in the future, you won't actually. In the future, we will be having a social login, so you'll be able to actually utilize this upliftium, and even if you're not necessarily in the game or you have an account that's not attached to the game, which would be nice. But for right now, in order to prevent like all the bots and stuff from like slamming us, we just decided that this was the quickest route to get something out there to the people. So right now, if you guys want to put picture installs in there, that will be a thing. And there's a couple other things coming down the road, but we don't like to say that because, we change our mind a lot about what we're going to do. And we do that on purpose because we don't want to be held or beholden to, we saw that last weekend. You said Upliftium, and now you're talking about NFTs. And our response was, if it's not on the site, it's not gospel, right?
That's right.
So like,
definitely.
We're gonna be here, you, me, Bird Bones, the Drizzle, and Jimmy D. We're gonna be here like every week around this time on a Tuesday for the Maple Glazed Jerky Chronicles. Until 1 week, we're not. And it's not on the website.
We're gonna pull the Maple Glazed Jerky rug on you guys.
Right.
That sounded so ominous.
Until we're not.
One day, we're not.
Until one day, one of
We're
us is
just
gone
gone.
forever.
I mean, we might come on a Wednesday. We might come on a day earlier, or we might just have to take a week off because we need a vacation. But
If we take a week off, it's gonna be me and Travis on here, and it's gonna go way off the rails.
You're right.
We're just gonna show up and be like, "Well, Jimmy said it was cool, guys, so here we go." And then no premise.
No premise.
It's just gonna be silence and us fishing silently, staring into the night. It's like raining, bro. It's raining. Get up here.
Right.
It's raining.
Just us staring into the screen.
I mean, yeah. I need to put myself in one of those insane asylum cells actually to start doing these these live streams, because like especially with you guys, I like to have like the mic on because I get wrapped up in the moment and I like to speak various untruths at times, and so that's great. But when you live like where I live and you can hear all this background noise, like I never realized my city was so loud. So I do apologize for that again. And
No, it sounds like the audio background from like the B-reel of a Woody Allen movie. It sets a mood here. It's nice.
It's
like city vibes. We hear cars going by.
Yeah.
Right. Except for
not
the fact
like
that we're in the middle of a swamp on the screen, right?
Well, that's, I mean,
Suspend your disbelief.
We're turning it into a house, guys. We just changed the audio first, is the deal here.
Right, exactly.
But we've got almost the whole front out here leveled out nicely. The pool's coming along great. We've been venturing into the nether and messing around in there. Only died once and lost all my stuff. So we're pretty good on that. And yeah, I spent the week doing a lot of fishing. Then we hit up the Medusa store. That was pretty cool. And helped us out with some mending books. And then, yeah, we've just been gearing up to really start building the foundation of the Nasty Hook Party House here. But this back jungle is fully coming along.
Yeah, that's some good bamboo growth in there, and also like some flowers and stuff. This is like my kind of jungle.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is a nice vibe back here. I think I'm thinking about keeping it kind of wild in a certain area and just have like a little naturey spot back here.
That's the last time I went in for a body wax. That's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
So gonna keep a little nature over here. Just a little nature.
Keep a little nature.
Hey, you gotta keep a little
body
nature.
wax code. That's body wax code. Is this bamboo grown on its own, Travis, or are you just going berserkers? What are you guys doing this?
Yeah, I was kind of curious about that too, because I put like a little grove out there, but like
I have periodically gone and knocked off bamboo just above the base block and replanted it out there the past several days. So I've just been expanding how much bamboo there is over time.
That's very
make
cool.
like some giant flowers out of blocks or like some mushrooms and stuff back here.
Yeah.
We definitely need some mushrooms. Oh, how can we?
You can plant them and grow them, right? You just need to get the mushrooms and then hit them with some bone meal, and you can whip up some giant mushrooms pretty much wherever.
Yeah,
I totally have some mushrooms.
Let's go get some shrooms.
Yeah, just
shroom it out, dude. Shroom party.
I'm in the other land right now, but I'll come over with some. I'll come over with some mushrooms really soon.
Get some mushrooms, dude. If you don't got the mushrooms, don't come over, bro.
Yeah. I mean,
shit. 2 creepers in here. We got a 2 for explosion. Clearing out the. Oh god.
Double creepers. That's not good. I need a little bit of iron. How much iron does it take for boots? Like 4?
Boots?
Yeah.
I think 4. It's not a lot. You know what the shape is. I have no armor on it. I have not built any armor since I lavaed out in the nether.
It's not a good plan.
Yep. If you go to the nether, folks, make sure you are aware that your stuff will drop all over the ground and you can't come back and get it. But if you fall in some lava, everything burns.
I mean, as it should.
Yes. Unless you got some netherite stuff, and then that'll just float there all nice, and then you can figure out how to get to it on your own.
I mean, that's Okay, I'm gonna be back in a minute because I'm gonna move offices.
Go ahead. We're gonna talk about real crazy bad stuff.
Bad stuff. Bad things. Doing crime. The nasty hooks do crimes.
Yeah, with that extra plot we got, Travis, we could create nasty hell over yonder.
Over yonder. That is an option.
Or we could just have nasty village.
We could there's a lot of things. We'll have to really
you could let people come in and just move in on the plot from the nasty community. Like if you're a nasty member, you can get in on there and like
rent a room.
Rent a room or or enable them to even be on there. It'll be so big that like we could even square off with land like fences and then let people just come and chill there free. So there you go, guys. If you want to get in some nasty land later.
Free. I don't know about free.
No, the nasty members. You get a nasty card from the nasty hooks that gets you into the nasty club. You get free drops whenever we have drops and stuff. You get the nasty channels. You get nasty tokens to buy exclusive nasty NFTs. And you get to request songs when we do our live shows every week. And then, potentially,
maybe,
you can get a little mini plot of Uplift land that you can stay on. That
undecided.
Your overlord and landlords, and we will come and tax you weekly. I'm just going to send Travis there he's going to be like, hey, y'all got my money. He's just going to stand there and repeat it.
Y'all got my money. Y'all got my money.
Hey.
It
looks like Jimmy D's out of the call, so like, is he still streaming live?
He's coming back. I don't know. We'll find out.
What if he couldn't get back in here?
We just keep vamping like it's real and happening and going, and he'll show up or he won't. He'll send us a link or he won't. There'll be a new link. It'll start over, or he'll pop in like 30 seconds. He had to switch rooms. So anytime now. Switch offices. Boom, there he is. We did it. We handled it perfectly. So
I mean, I like the fact that you guys are going to offer free land to nasty members. Like that. That's
a good idea.
Yeah, I think that's great. I really do. Yeah, sorry. I did a stream last week with another friend of mine, Sean from the Crypto Rider. We do to Obscurity and Beyond, and we changed it up. So I was drinking coffee, much like I am today. And he had a bit of a vape, which was kind of nice for him. But it was funny because my daughter happened to be awake at the time, and basically we started the stream with her listening to Elmo singing "Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes," which was pretty much driving him insane. And I didn't really want to put you guys through that because that's pretty much what's happening in the other room now. So yeah.
Fair enough.
The best part about switching offices in Japan is they all have white walls, so nobody really even knows that you've moved.
You should, yeah. I mean, I couldn't tell.
Right.
So different home right now. Somebody said, "Hey Jesus" in the chat. That's hilarious. What's up, dude?
Your whole life.
Talking about me or Jimmy? Talking about me or Jimmy? Which one?
Right.
Yeah, I feel like at this point, even if I cut my hair, people would still call me Jesus.
That's kind of egotistical of you, don't you think?
And not in like a funny way. Like living in the South, dude, it's like it's not like I'm Jesus. It's like everybody says you look like Jesus, like everywhere I go down here. It's crazy.
And it's kind of naive to think that. I mean, it's kind of naive to think that Jesus never cut his hair. I mean, I just feel like at some point he must have,
You think you gave it a chop at some point?
Well, I mean,
what do you think he threw on? Like a pompadour or something wild? Or
I don't know. But they didn't really have proper showers back then. I mean,
dreads.
like, yeah, like, I mean, okay. Sorry, I'm getting distracted because I just died in London. Sorry, in UpLoft, and like I just came in here, and there's like thousands of people that are surrounding me, jumping up and down in armor, and it's kind of freaking me out.
Where are you at? In
I'm
UpLoft?
yeah, I'm over in UpLift, but
it's going down over there,
right? And like Bizray, he's like ducking up and down. But yeah, anyway, I gotta get out of here. Some dude in a big mask is trying to steal my carrots. Like, what's happening?
What is going on over there, man? Uplift is wild.
Sounds crazy.
It's a freaking the paparazzi. They're attacking me, man.
They're like, oh my God, it's Jimmy D. Look, it's Jimmy. Yeah, you should type in there right now, dude. Come watch the Maple Chronicles. Jimmy D, tell them you're live.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea.
We can come over there, too. Let's go over there, Travis. Start people with
let's,
whoa, I'm not beating anybody.
Yeah, I like that live.
I'm trying to rob his carrots.
Let's do that. What are our coordinates again?
Is there a place to fish over there? Over here, we are 37 by 47.
Oh, they won't let. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Okay. 37 by 47 in Gratitude.
Yes.
You see this downstairs little wall I did, Travis?
I don't think I've been down there.
For the smithy. I want you to check it out because I'm thinking I just did a little piece of it. And I'm thinking about doing the whole outside like that. I don't know if you like the style of that shit.
Oh wait, like the basalt wall?
Yeah, with the inlay and shit.
Yeah, no, I like that. I missed that. Speaking of which, I need to come down there and get that.
Well, it's not just a little basalt. It's like a lot more there now. Have you seen with the blackstone too? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, let me see. I'll run down here.
Yeah.
I need to put this wheat away.
Down here.
Put away the wheat. Stairs. Down the stairs. Down these stairs.
Down the stairs and then down the other stairs. And then down those stairs and then down the blocky stairs that are really hard to get back up.
Yeah, why don't you fix those?
Because I'm lazy. This new joint here.
Yeah, I've seen this. I like this. Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to keep it going then around.
Yeah, sounds good. Is this the border?
And the floor, what's up?
Is this
that is the edge. Yep.
Yeah, okay. Wait. 3716. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, so it's the edge. It's the 4600 edge. I see. Gotcha.
The only thing that sucks about it at this level is the bedrock, but I feel like if we replaced everything with stone and then just the bedrock was different, it would kind of look like a weird speckly vibe.
Yeah.
Hey,
not too bad.
You guys know what? I'm here.
All right.
I'm coming like a sea monster out of the sea.
Okay.
All right, some Aquaman shit going on here. Guys taking it serious.
Did you just see me?
No, we're coming up out of the depths.
Yeah, we're down in the basement.
Out of my
hey, I was just there. How did I not see you? You guys are gonna be ticked. Especially the drizzle. The drizzle's gonna be angry.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Sounds not good.
Just wait till you get up here because you're missing some valuable rain fishing time.
Oh man, it's raining.
See, I thought I was hearing that as I got closer to the surface.
No. Rain fish, go.
Fortunately, we got the things we needed from the rain, and it's less of a obstacle. Yeah, no, right? A foot.
Speaking of obstacles,
I caught it. That was a pretty good catch, though, right? But it's less of an obstacle now because we got the.
It's now I'm kind of just like I kind of miss it though, and I want to just keep fishing sometimes. I'm like,
no, right? It is. There's something about it. You ever just look up into the rain when you're playing Minecraft?
Oh man, and you just cry.
Phantoms. No, not cry. I mean.
Dude, whoa, Phantom! Why'd you say that? They attacked me.
Oh, maybe they're after you and not me.
Guess what?
Oh, nope. I got hit. Time
What's
to drown myself.
I mean, I'm kind of a big fan of the rain personally. Like the other day I decided I was going to go for a bike ride, and everyone was like, it's raining. And I'm like, yeah, that's time to go for a bike ride when it's that light, warm, wintry rain.
As long as you're not in a lot of hills and your brakes don't, or if you have anti-lock brakes, you got the good brakes. If you have the ones that are on the wires or whatever, be careful with those, the rubber brakes in rain. But it is like super exhilarating.
Right.
One time, I did that on purpose. Seppuku. One time
I
we
love
were at
the fact that you know
that. Just a little seppuku, dude. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
No, it was I was on like a little vacation after my senior week up with my friends in Pennsylvania, and there's an amusement park called Dorney Park up there, and it's pretty trashy, not that great of a park, and it was like raining and stormy that day, but we really wanted to go there. So we got tickets and we were all inside and stuff, and they kept shutting everything down and then restarting it as the rain would come and go and the thunderstorms and stuff. And we got on this one roller coaster, and then it was like right about to start, and it just starts downpouring rain, and we're looking at each other like, are they about to stop this ride? And they were like, all right, and they just let it rip. And we were like in the very front because there's nobody out there. It was just an empty park. It was basically like we got to ride this ride alone, but the rain was like it hurt, like it was stinging our faces and stuff as we were just going on this roller coaster. And after a little bit, like your face would go numb, and it was just like the craziest feeling I've ever felt in my life. Like I was just getting blasted by rain and going like super fast and flipping upside down, and I was just like, holy shit, this is crazy. And then look, we didn't get struck by lightning, but after that they shut everything down for like 3 hours. It's hilarious.
Wow. Yeah, that sounds pretty
work,
It does sound pretty nuts. I mean, I don't think I would want to ride a roller coaster in the rain. That would kind of freak me out, I think.
Dude, if they set it up though, like it was supposed to be like that, it was pretty cool. Like we got off our back, like our butts and our backs were totally dry, and our front sides were just completely soaked. Like somebody threw water on our chest with a bucket. You just clearing stuff out down here, Travis?
I actually just hunted a phantom. I've actually been filling in this end of the river over here.
I have a bunch of dirt. You're filling it in all the way though, huh?
Yeah. I'm leaving no water. And I've been using cobblestone for some of it so I could make sure to have enough dirt to cover the top. Especially since cobblestone's such a trash block.
Hey.
Really? Like cobblestone's like one of my favorite blocks. I'm like that.
Yeah, dude. It's a great block, dude.
Yeah, well,
Don't be coming in here and knocking on cobblestone. I mean, you'll hurt your knuckles.
Knocking on cobblestone.
Man.
Boy, don't come in here knocking on cobblestone now.
Listen. Cobblestone is doo-doo shit. It's terrible.
You know what?
Everybody
they say,
hates
boy,
it.
riding a lame horse is like knocking on cobblestone.
Is that what they say?
I don't know. It just sounds like
that's probably like those. That's probably like the two total like most opposite things you could ever have, right? Riding on a lame horse and knocking on cobblestone. One of them is hard; it's going to rip up your knuckles. The other one is soft, like 10-ply soft, because it's about to fall over. Although I guess when it falls over, if you get caught under a lame horse, that's
it's hard to ride a. It's hard. No, it's how difficult it is. It's hard to ride a lame horse, man. That's how the old saying is. Yeah. You got to be an old farmhand to get it. No big deal.
Somebody's
just filling in concrete over this dirt like a dummy him.
Yeah, why are you doing that?
I don't know. I'm just trying to help, bro.
You're not helping, and I'm lagging, so I can't stop it.
Dude, well, I'm trying to help you lag. Here, I got you, buddy. Don't worry. You keep lagging, and I'll handle the dirt on top.
I was lagging bad.
You're really good at this. Weren't we doing this last week? I was putting blocks in, and you were taking them out.
That's kind of my thing.
Yeah, to be completely counterproductive.
Like, hey, you guys, this is what you wanted, right?
You wanted me to work against you here?
There we go. Now I got dirt. Now I'm filling in the right thing. All right. We gotta build a giant grill out here. I want a giant patio set.
Yeah.
What other giant cool stuff do you want?
We need to fix these stairs too, because that took way too long for me to get up there to that chest. Okay.
What stairs?
It is really laggy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been that way all evening for me. I got on earlier and it was just lagging out. And there was an update to the Minecraft launcher.
Yeah, I wonder if that's what it was. I saw that when I turned it on this morning too.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna try this and see what happens.
Oh yeah. Sweet.
All right.
Jake, we are building. Oh, nice! You got some SCX NFTs, bro. That's what's up. Hell yeah!
There you go. Just because, I figure we should put that randomly there.
Here, do you know what I'm gonna do right now? Real quick, while we're doing this, I'm gonna go. What?
Don't eat the carrots. They're not ready yet, man.
Oh man, damn it, dude! I was gonna actually put a block on top of it and then put a carrot there. Or I was gonna take the carrot out.
Yeah, you
while
can
you
do
were
that
putting them in.
Right? I mean that's totally cool. All right, let's try this. I don't know if it's gonna work. It doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? How the hell do you plant a mushroom?
All right, so we need oh, you know what we need? We need like some mycelium type dirt, like some special dirt maybe?
Really?
Need to look this up.
Yeah,
and hey, right now I am going to drop a Nasty Hook NFT claim link into the chat. It'll be coming from my podcast. Do you have time for some bullshit? There we go.
That's what your podcast is called?
That is, well, we don't really do it anymore, but yeah, that used to be a little prank call podcast we would do. We'd call hotels late at night and
Gotcha.
Oh God! I thought I was buried forever. Oh,
that's great. Oh, that's fun. What was the best is I just did it right out in the open. You just were not paying attention, looking at other stuff.
Right.
Too many screens going.
Too many screens growing, right?
Yeah, too many screens growing. Now. I'm glad you caught that and pointed it out.
Mushroom growing.
Yeah, because it would have been a totally different stream if I didn't. It would have been a totally different stream if I didn't point that out.
That's true.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be enraged at you now, Jimmy. I wouldn't be enraged. I'd be calm and collected.
All right, here we go.
You just hear me breaking stuff at my house, just hammering on stuff over here. So stupid.
There's no you can plant the mushroom on dirt, but I think you got to hit it a bunch of times with bone meal.
First.
This is it right here.
Okay,
oh, wait,
that's carrots. Yeah, these are carrots. I mean, I just felt bad, so I should put some more carrots in because carrots are cool.
Oh, that's fine.
And that it makes me feel better when the mushrooms don't work. All right, so let's do it this way. There we go. One for you, one for you. Oh, Drizzle stole your mushrooms. What are you gonna do?
Drizzle, he would. He needs twice as much anyway.
Oh, what's that supposed to be?
One for you, one for you. There you go.
All right. So we're gonna pick spots around back here and plant them up.
Well, I don't know. I mean, a mushroom forest might be okay if we can figure out how to do it.
Right.
A mushroom forest, then we should do that on the other side of the pool, maybe.
It is going to be flat over there soon. Let's see. Yeah, right over here. We can make a nice little spot on behind the
along
jacuzzi.
The edge.
Yeah.
Or even behind the jacuzzi would be really cool.
Yeah.
I like that. Going across the pool now. Oh yeah, to answer your question, Jake, this is not not a giant concert venue. We're going to do some concerts here, but this is just the Nasty Oaks Party House, which I guess is technically a concert venue, but it'll be a giant like house party house.
Yeah, and so we're working on a couple things. There's an underground maze that will be kind of cool, which it's going to be made out of glass, and there might be some plans for like a really crazy disco ball in there somewhere.
Look now, Jimmy, I don't know if you saw, if you come down here, Travis put in that little room that we dug out last time, put a glass wall on it. We're thinking whole bottom of the pool in glass, and you can do shit all around the pool and kind of look around and stuff.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that is really cool. Yeah, and then there's the UpLoft, which we built, or which we kind of built, that goes kind of to the top of the server. Whoa, and I really like the brick stairs that went in here too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the UpLoft is still going to
finish that.
Be completed. We're going to have a bunch of bridges, like you said, and stuff up there. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, but that's Minecraft. That's how it ends up happening.
Yeah, it's impossible to just stick to one thing completely. It's like,
yeah, there's no way.
At least not for me. All right, so back here,
distracted.
Back here, how do we want to do this? Do you want to keep some hillage back here, or I mean,
hills are always good. At some point,
Buddy has gone through here and almost completely hollowed out all of the mountains, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
There's a corner back here that's really flat. Jimmy, if you come on back to the right, this is kind of nice and.
Is this still us?
Like a little. Oh, look! This would be really cool here, actually.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
yeah.
Jimmy, are you back here?
Oh,
yeah. Yep, all inside of here.
Yeah, we need to leave this hill.
This is bigger.
Cool. This is cool what Mike did over here.
Mm-hmm.
I like this.
I'm not sure if I know where you guys are.
Okay, so the back right of the plot. Oh, there you go. Turn around.
Oh, there.
Right back.
Okay.
This is a neat little.
Like in here, maybe expand this and make it a little bit bigger, and then have like the little mushroom dome inside of this little dirt hill.
Oh, that'd be cool. So, oops.
Yeah.
Maybe I should.
Oh, you're good. We're gonna have to kind of rebuild the, build it out a little bit, probably to make it a little bigger.
We'll have to reshape it a little bit.
Like a loose dome. It doesn't have to be, mathematically exactly.
Spherical.
Yeah, somebody said mushrooms might need darkness, so this would be perfect.
Oh.
I think you can grow the giant ones though. I feel like I did that once, Travis. Didn't I make those in the last time we played Minecraft, like in the Mesa area?
Yeah.
Those are on top of the ground.
Yeah, it just takes. I hate. There it goes. Whoa. Excellent. That's super cool.
What's up?
We got one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, enormous.
Oh, we missed. Hello.
That just filled the whole dome.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we might need to cut out the bottom half of this. I mean, what kind of mushroom is this? A bulb, like a bulb mushroom? This is some.
Right.
But yeah, we definitely need to make this dome here a lot bigger. I'm gonna go and start making like a parameter outside, and then we can kind of fill it in.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of bizarre.
It is very strange.
We got some trees here.
Oh.
Build the trees right into the whole thing.
Yeah, I bet you that's what it was. I bet it was the darkness. I bet you that's why it wouldn't work.
Yep, probably so.
It might have been something that they did update. Yeah, it's just
the light levels were incorrect.
Insufficient light levels. Where is everyone? Oh god, I'm about to get killed by this little tiny dude. Man, I am dog shit, dude. Ooh, I want to yell a lot of crazier stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I had to stifle myself right there. When that happens, when I die for real, because I actually suck, it gets real crazy.
I'm lagging so bad. Boom, little dude, take that. Baby zombie played a gambling game and lost. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I started making a little border out there. If you saw it before, I got completely whacked by a not just a zombie, but a little tiny one.
little zombie
Right,
guy.
Where are you at? Yo, Jimmy, I'm here at 3,700, 4,700.
those
Oh,
yeah, those hey, somebody came?
somebody's out here. I
Oh,
just told him
cool.
to go to the giant tree. I'll meet up with him there on my way back, on my
Right.
walk of shame.
Yeah, let's see. We got a visitor. I'm gonna shoot a bow and arrow at them.
Whoa, dude, this is not.
This is
Never mind,
private
I'm done.
property.
Right? we got Americans. We got
That's
Americans around here.
That's exactly right. I'm American. This is private
First thing
property.
you do.
How amazing would it be if, like,
I'm glad y'all came to visit.
In the real America, like, you couldn't kill people on your own land? Like, how awesome would that be?
If in the real America, you couldn't keep on. You could only kill on other people's lands.
Well,
And then
here's
it's
the
yours
thing. Here's the thing about laws about killing, right?
Oh God.
They really only no. Just listen to it. They only address it after the fact. There's not anything stopping anybody from killing anybody other than consequences. Like, I mean, there is no, like, it doesn't do anything to write it up and say, oh, you can or can't kill people when they come onto your property. If somebody shows up on your property with an axe and is trying to cut your head off, you'll probably try to kill them, I bet, or get away. Those are your options. You know,
Right.
It doesn't matter what the law says.
Yeah, you're not just going to stand there and point the finger at them and say in stern words, hey, can you please not do that?
Hey,
Excuse
not
me.
cool.
Hey, that's our outdoor axe. I'm gonna
Buddy,
need
I
you
don't
to
think
take
so
that
here,
back
bud.
outside.
Nobody can hear. Let's. We got Bliss right here. Where are you guys at? Did you guys go back to the tree?
I'm over here. I'm right.
I went to try to meet up and see, but I didn't.
Okay, well, we're coming back over the tree now.
Okay, wait. I see you over there. There was a creeper that I was.
We're all gonna get. I'm just gonna get Bliss in the hot tub here and see if he takes the bait. Dude, come on in. Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's all get in the hot tub. Hot tub.
I'm about to do some real weird stuff now, dude. Watch out.
Hot tub.
They bailed.
Hot tub. Get in the hot tub. Come on, Blizz. Get in the hot tub.
Yeah,
get in the hot tub. Get in the hot tub with the hooks. All right. Yeah. Hot tub.
All right.
I'm going down.
Go to your health department, please. What's that?
It's kind of just a tub right now, but it's going to be hot. We're going to put some lava in here. It's going to be hot.
Yeah, we're going to have a hot for the tub.
Hot tub party.
Hey.
Grown man.
Hot tub party with grown men is very Russian, and it's totally fine. Russian
very international.
I like it.
You got to dip in the hot tub. Uh-oh, I hear zombies.
Really? Are you sure it's not like the clanking of the people who are, like, you know, trying to reform my apartment still after free freaking weeks?
That's
free freaking weeks. Oh, it was free freaking weeks. I tell you.
Hearing zombie. Where are you at?
Okay.
Going for the old sparkly view.
Humbugger.
We got some magma blocks we can put into that hot tub and some lava.
Yeah, we're gonna have it. We're gonna have it real hot and spicy.
You can create one of those downward suction things, Travis. So when they jump in, they just get sucked down in the lava, and then put some hoppers down there.
Oh, he's coming.
And then we invite people into our hot tub.
Where's this attack happening?
What?
There's a zombie attack.
Oh yeah, I'm chasing him down. I got him. Don't worry.
Excellent.
I stopped him from entering the hot tub. The last thing you want in a hot tub is rotten flesh.
That is.
It does work as a tea bag in the water.
It's it definitely is unpleasant.
Not good,
to say the least.
Like if you're gonna
the ooze goopy stuff sits on top. It's not good look.
The undead flesh. Oh, I see. You fell in here. Let's just
all right.
Shoot this guy right in the face.
I want to see if this is a hack. Let's see if this works. Because I think there's got to be a better way to build mushrooms than inside of a dirt dome. Not that I dislike the mushrooms inside the dirt dome, but I kind of wouldn't mind, having a mushroom. Right.
It'd be cool having some mushrooms in the jungle part, just in the mix for sure.
Yeah. You would think it was pretty much nighttime when you tried. You would think that the light levels would be low enough.
It might have something to do with the biome or something. I don't know. It's weird.
That's possible.
Maybe there's too many torches here. I don't know. Let's try that.
It could be the just litter of torches all over the place. Here, hang on before you do. I gotta come see the.
Woo! Just avoided total obliteration.
No, it still doesn't work.
It's very strange.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you guys can try to throw one down. Maybe it's just me.
Let's see.
While you do that, I'm gonna go.
Hey, how about this guy tries?
All right. You holding an arrow in your hand, or is that an arrow stuck in your leg?
It might be stuck in my leg.
It's probably stuck in my leg.
Yeah, I don't have one in my hand.
So it totally looks like you have an arrow stuck in your leg, man.
It's a flesh wound.
Yeah, do the F5 and
Do I jump from
do the
here?
F5 and you can see.
How many levels did you go up? I'm about to come up there. Oh,
it's gone
lag.
now.
So much lag. Frustrating amount of lag.
Right. I mean, there was a lot of lag in UpLoft the first couple of days, but I think they've kind of solved that now, which is kind of good. But yeah.
Okay, it looks like potentially you need podzol, mycelium, or nylium to plant it in outside. You got to have a special soil. But if you're inside, I think you can do it in dirt.
Okay, that makes sense. But I guess that's why we could do it before.
Yeah, like why we could do it inside maybe. I think to be outside and in the sun, it needs to be in like mycelium or something.
I
just got blown up by a creeper or something. Hello.
I don't have mycelium, so guess we'll have to continue that on next week, volume 4 of
volume 4, where somebody in the community hits us up and trades us for some mycelium because we definitely need some. And if you got it, hit us up. We'll trade you some shit.
Right. I'm really disappointed that I don't have mycelium now.
You seem like a guy that would.
Right.
Liz, come up the stairs. I'll show you where to jump from. You want to jump? I'll show you where to jump from.
Hey, come on, son. Come up here on the high dive. I'll show you. Don't worry. It's going to be fine.
I'm gonna go watch from the base because I want to see him fall through the sky.
So
yeah, I'm gonna stand down here too. I'm gonna watch
all the way up. Actually, I've only tried jumping from the first platform. I haven't tried.
You got to go all the way to the top, man.
Yeah, I haven't made. I've done the leap of faith down the tube, but I haven't tried to make it to the pool. From
it's
this high up.
There's definitely gonna be some people that it goes like the YouTube videos and they just slip at the very the jump, whatever, and just barely don't make it.
Yeah,
be a couple broken ankles.
Extreme.
Nasty next squat. We are not responsible for any broken ankles. We got to make people sign a waiver or something.
Yeah.
How far up are you guys?
Almost to the top.
Okay,
now.
Here we go. Jake J in here with the hot tips.
Hot tips.
Get 4 spruce saplings and a bone meal, and bone meal them for podzol. Then silk touch them.
Okay.
I see. Put that earlier. I just didn't see it.
Before you do that, though, let's get this jump on the screen. Jump on the screen. Jump on the screen. I can't believe you missed that.
I'll do it again.
I got the very last bit of it. My bad. I didn't know you were doing that.
Right. You went right over top of us there, Driz.
I did. I sprinted.
I'm not really sure how I feel about. I'm not sure how I feel about drizzle going over my head.
It's just a little drizzle.
Just a little drizzle on your head.
It's just a little drizzle.
That was a pretty good. That was a pretty good jump, though. I mean, that you yeah.
I always make sure to jump extra far when I'm doing stuff like that because I'd rather go too far than not far enough and hit the ground and die. I was actually kind of worried I was going to hit a lily pad and die.
Real life experience. Real life experience teaches us lessons like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's much better it's much better to come into Minecraft with real life experiences than to go out into the real world with Minecraft experiences. For sure. Works out a lot better. And I say that as a joke, but I'm kind of serious. And they did that in America. They covered all these playgrounds with cork. So that kids couldn't fall and get hurt. And then, of course, when the kids are 16 and they get their first skateboard, they end up in the hospital in semi-critical condition because they have no idea towards fear or any of these things. Okay, wait, just wait. Don't jump yet because he's not even sharing the screen yet.
I am sharing the screen now, aren't I? Is this not working?
No, we just have 2 long-haired dudes and a hot dog with green relish.
Well, which one's which? Hang on.
Wait, hold on a second.
Wait, I'm not sharing the screen. That's what happened. You left, and then I'll put it back up. That's my fault.
Fire from the sky. Sky fire.
Minecraft. Share. Oh, come on down, Blue Stray.
All right, here I go, you guys. Is everybody ready?
That's really cool with that shader.
Oh.
I tried to catch you with my rod.
Right, now do it in VR.
I can't. By the way, I got in here on VR the other day. It's pretty dope, but I need to get a new GPU. But until ETH 2 comes out, I probably won't be able to do that.
I would love to. Yeah, we should do a VR stream. That would be fun.
That would be awesome.
It's really cool, man. I just going around Genesis. If you have a good enough computer, is going to be wicked.
But so let me ask then, when you're doing this whole VR thing, I heard that you can't be mobile. I'm sorry, you have to be mobile. I heard that you'll make yourself sick if you're not moving around. So when when you first start, everybody gets a little bit sick, but then they call it VR legs. After a little bit, you just kind of get used to it, and then it doesn't really bother you much. So when you did the VR, then you're just sitting, or you're not on a treadmill or something?
I've done both. I used to have just the DK2, which is the old developer kit, and that was a seated experience for me mostly with Xbox controller. And then now I'm doing the Quest, which is so I definitely utilize the standing and stuff like that with that.
Very cool.
But yeah, I'm definitely going to be trying to figure out a way to get my hands on a sweet GPU to start checking this out more in VR because, some of these builds would just be badass.
Right? Yeah, I think some of the Genesis ones as well. So you were only in Gratitude.
I only went here because if I went on Genesis, it's just gonna dookie out my whole computer, man. You know what I mean? I'm just not on that level because what do you call it? Genesis can be hard to load even on non-VR sometimes. Right. On my rigs. So going in there with the VR because I'm doing the Quest 2, you have to kind of wirelessly connect it. It's a little bit harder on your computer than a normal wired VR setup. Here we go, creeper over here, Travis.
One moment.
I'm just gonna let him do his thing real quick.
Where's he at? Oh, I see. Controlled demolition.
Well, controlled demolition.
Yeah, but, I mean, because that sounds like it would be really cool to me to walk around in there, but.
Oh yeah, man, you could spend a long time, and it's really sweet with the Java version, which I just kind of tried out for the first time for a good bit. You can actually mine with your own hand and stuff. You can break blocks and do all that kind of stuff. So even exploring, when you're holding a torch in regular mode, it doesn't project light out around you as much. But if you're in VR, you can actually move your arm around and move the light as if it was a real torch kind of, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah, so I was kind of
corners and stuff.
The reason I was you can peek around corners.
What's wrong with that? You'd be scared, bro. You can see an Enderman in a cave with VR on, dude. It's horrifying. I don't care who you are. It's awful.
Scary stuff.
I was over in Genesis the other day, peeking around the corner. As peeking. You do.
I just go there peeking.
So yeah, I guess
that battle arena.
That was kind of my question. Was like, I wonder. Yeah, I guess you probably don't have an answer to that, but I just wonder what like flying around with VR would be like. Like, is it like wearing one of those bird suits? Like it must be pretty intense.
That would be crazy.
What, like flying?
Like in Minecraft?
Yeah, that's why I asked if you went into Genesis, right? Because you can't fly over here.
No, oh yeah. Well, you wouldn't have the sensation of flight. It would be more like you were an orb moving around. Like you would feel like a camera or something. I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like it's not like
Drizzle comes and visits you, and like he looks through the back door, and you're like balanced precariously on the back of the couch, like planking, so that you get the sensation of flight.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm watching on the Oculus at all. It's something completely different.
I would come and I'd probably hit you. If you were like, if I showed up and you were planking with the VR on the back of the couch, I'd probably try to hit you and jar you to get you to like fall. Just because no, not enough. The face would be mean.
Face. He would do face. He would do face. Dude. That's
no face. Yeah, that's what he would do.
He's an abusive friend, dude. He's actually this whole nasty X thing is all a ploy, dude. He's actually beating me into submission and holds me in a streaming setup in his basement. It makes me come on here to pretend everything's cool.
Christian actually has a gun, and I perform all of our concerts under duress. That's something I'm not supposed to say because I'll get hit with the gun usually.
Dude,
but
if I had a gun, I probably wouldn't be stuck in your basement, Travis.
Let's just keep lying. Stupid. Let's just lie harder, huh?
Lie hard.
Lie hard. Lie hard too, with a vengeance. Lie harder.
Lie harder, double down.
Double down.
Lie hard 3, double down.
Lie hard 3, deny.
That's stupid. He didn't save the day. He actually messed it up even worse, and he's trying to convince people that he didn't do it.
No. I wasn't there. I didn't have anything to do with that.
I wasn't on that. That wasn't my case.
No. Not me.
I don't even know who any of these people are.
I just became aware of this today.
Where's the ground level here?
63.
One end of the pool, Travis, you should do like some Playboy Mansion grotto thing down there. At the other end, that could be kind of cool, like a covered little cave type thing.
Oh yeah.
Pretty neat. Maybe make it like some dope ass jewels in there, some emeraldy, sapphire type stuff.
Oh yeah. And I'm having ideas. I'm having all kinds of ideas. Yeah.
Yeah, have a little baller ass spot over there.
Hey, as a teacher in a former life, I forbid you to have your own original ideas.
Oh, no worries.
Until you're smart enough to be. What's going on?
All right.
He's in my
Jimmy,
face
come on. It's time to go to school, Jimmy. Let's go.
Why is somebody in my face? What's going on?
Is it on your face? It just looks like I had a leash on you because I threw the fishing pole in your neck.
Yeah, right.
I didn't realize that covered your face.
My favorite thing about education. You're not allowed to have your own original thoughts until after you've completed a master's. Then, and only then, may you be able to think for yourselves.
Is that cool? What's before that?
That makes sense. I get it. I get that. That's a valid line of reasoning.
Right? You can't just let anyone out there in the world have their own thoughts or like craziness ensues. I mean,
that's dangerous.
I don't want to, I kind of like American people. I'm just saying, American politics. Yeah, there's craziness there.
I mean, I don't know if I'd go so far as to say I like American people.
There's a lot of crazy people with master's degrees. There's an alarming amount.
I'm pretty sure all the crazy people have master's degrees.
It's like that's like step one is you gotta look really smart to do all your evil crazies.
Evil crazies.
Evil crazy. It's a new NFT collection coming out.
Evil crazies.
Nah,
they're like little monsters, but they're evil and crazy. Wacky stuff.
But I mean, seriously, it's really easy to make fun of Americans, but not because they're worse than anyone else, but because that's the one language I actually understand. Right?
That's fair.
Stop making fun of you, brother. That's how you know you ain't winning no more, all right?
Right? Yeah, exactly. I mean, there is such a thing as like real world FUD, right? So
for sure,
the real FUD, dude. Yeah, every time somebody says something bad about Americans, it's just FUD.
Yeah, it's just FUD.
That's just FUD.
It's just jealousy, and they wish that they did it first. That's all it is.
That's right. They wish they could spend $1,200 to take the ambulance to the hospital. That's what they wish. They wish gunshots and sirens put them to sleep. That's what they wish.
I mean, at least you guys have that option, right? I mean, the ambulance option, not the gunshots and silence.
That's true. I suppose there are places where they don't have ambulatory services.
Ambulatory
services. Yeah, sorry guys, we do not provide. That's what they tell you when they don't provide it.
Yeah, dude.
They're like, so I know ambulatory services are not.
What? There's no what?
There's no what in ambulatory services. You're like, what do you mean? No, they can either get you an ambulance or there's no ambulatory services. Add some syllables in there, Carlin style.
I'm sorry, sir, but you're going to have to bleed out.
Press 3 for bleeding out.
If you'd like to file a complaint, you can mail our office.
P.O. Box 2844856.
22217.
You guys are making fun of this, but I want to get real and serious for a minute. You know?
Okay, let's go.
Because sometimes the real and serious is even more funny.
That's true.
In Japan, I called the embassy before I moved to America the last time because I had a question. And you know what happens? If I wanted to answer a question, if I wanted the American embassy to answer a question for me, even if I was an American citizen, I had to provide a credit card that they could bill the time for.
What?
Right? Right? Like, you thought that the world that you knew like this is like your international consulate that is charging money in a credit card. There's something like it's just and I'm not saying that this happens across every single consulate in the world.
It absolutely does.
But it might,
for sure.
It absolutely does.
Like that's just insane 100%. To me.
That's gross.
Right? Yeah, it's just bizarre. So like basically you can't ask a question over the phone unless you have a credit card.
That's insane.
Which is kind of bizarre. Like what happens what happens if you lose your credit card and you are trapped in the country and the only way that you can get out is to talk to the American consulate? Did they ever think about that? No, they didn't.
They have to be made aware of it by a hostage video at that point. That's the only way for them to respond to that at that stage.
Like, no, he's got a sack over his head. Yeah, no, this isn't looking good, guys. We got to
do something about that.
Yeah,
I kind of feel that like if there was ever a need for a collect, phone service, it would be at an embassy. Right?
Yeah.
Right? Not even like local phone pay type of stuff. It's like, no, this is like, this should be like rule number one of setting up an embassy, right? Like there should be like a 10 commandments of what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do. Like thou shalt not charge for emergency, situations in other countries where you could potentially die. Like that should be like an embassy rule, right?
In a perfect world, maybe, dude.
Yeah, in a perfect world.
Right.
In a perfect world. All right, listen. If money grew on trees, bud, maybe we could do stuff like that, okay? But
What
in real life,
do,
you gotta crack a few eggs to make some omelets. All right, buddy? I don't need you wasting my goddamn time with this anymore.
If it was me, I'd take that box cutter away from that guy. Get that sack off my head. If it was me, put him in chokehold.
I'll tell you what, if I was on that plane, I would have just choked him out right there. I would have armbarred the guy. He just goes full Marky Mark.
Ignorance abound. It's just.
I mean, to be fair, like if I want to keep my Japanese residency and I leave the country, I need to come back into the country every year. Or they cancel it. And my mate during the middle of coronavirus, he's like, well, how am I supposed to come back? And they're like, I don't know, but you're going to have to figure it out or we're going to take away your residency. And then, so I was just like, this is really dumb because like, isn't the embassy supposed to represent like your nation's soil on another nation's plot, right? Like this is what happens in war-torn territories, right? Like if you can get across wherever the hell you happen to be trapped, and get into the American embassy or the Canadian embassy or any of these embassies, right? Like apparently you're kind of safe, right? Like that
supposedly,
right now you're on American soil.
How it goes is if you can get all the way over here on American soil, then you can afford to pay a few fees. All right, you got to get paperwork done here. This paper is going to cost you $35 to write on. This pen is going to cost you $25 to look at. And then this chair over here, you're allowed to stand next to it for 45 seconds, and then you got to let the next person stand next to it and think that they was sitting.
And that's $100.
That's $100 for that experience. Full chair experience is extra, sir.
No,
Please step aside.
But I mean, like I get it, but in third world countries, like or war torn countries, I mean, they seem to do like okay, right? But what I don't get is like, why can't we just, if it's, I'm sorry, this went towards a weird rant, but yeah.
I mean, just go. We'll just keep making it crazy, so it's fun.
Yeah,
Jimmy gets the serious rants, and then we just are the evil people he's talking about. We just do impersonations of them.
I mean, I just feel like, if I just decided to sleep on the steps of, I'm Canadian, so I think I have longer than most people, but if I just decided to sleep on the steps of like, the American embassy, inside the gate as like a political refugee, like for 3 months, like would I have to leave? Would I have to like walk across, walk out of the embassy and then walk back in again, like for another 3 months? Is that how it works? Because I need to exit and enter the country. Like I really don't know. And these are things that like, travelers should probably know, right? Like what happens, right? Like are the people who are chasing me just going to stand outside the embassy for 3 months and they know that I have to come outside because like that's the rule? Like I don't know. These things are really confusing, and I wish that this kind of stuff was covered in American history textbooks, because as a global traveler, it's a really scary place out there in the world where people.
Well, we believe here in America that you can kind of find everything you need right here, so don't be asking all that funny business about that. All right. You got everything you need, right? You see Mount Rushmore, Jimmy? Have you seen Mount Rushmore, Jimmy?
I have not.
In all seriousness, what probably has to happen is litigation. In that situation, when the time frame is getting close to up, like that person who is seeking asylum from whoever would probably have to lawyer up with whatever embassy-based a lawyer would be available and file paperwork, possibly including charges, like fiscal fees, to extend their stay at the embassy.
Right.
Yeah, because the American language is not English. It's actually lawyer jargon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so then that brings me to my next point. If that's the case, then why can't I just go to an embassy to like, if I'm in a country, right? Like let's say I'm in America, yeah? And then I've overstayed my visa. Why can't I just go to the Japanese embassy, walk in, and then walk out and stay for another 3 months? Is this a possibility? Like, is the CIA going to show up because Jimmy D, on the internet with the Nazi hooks, has found the loophole that they've been hiding for all of these years?
You're probably gonna get us
whacked.
swatted.
You're gonna get John
We're gonna
McAfee
get swatted
real quick, dude. You're gonna get McAfee fast. Be careful.
McAfee.
I do not. Yeah, you're gonna get whacked, bro.
You're gonna get us whacked.
No,
you're
but
gonna get us whacked, dude. You're not gonna be whacked, Jimmy.
I like doing this kind of like, it's funny because like Corey and I were talking about this, not this obviously, but like we were talking about like
obviously
we were talking about Maple Glazed Jerky probably. I mean, you know, he's a regular listener.
No, but like it's funny because like we were talking about all the FUD and stuff, you know, that was happening in our Telegram channel and like with crypto and things like this, and it just always cracks me up that like, you know, all of these people who have these grand ideas about science, and because I mean I kind of believe in science. I'm a little bit freaked out about like the vaccine and stuff like that, but like, you know, and I kind of feel like the powers that be took complete advantage as they do, as they should, not as they should, but you know, as they feel,
as is their want.
Yeah, as is their want. They took complete advantage of the situation that happened with this whole, you know, coronavirus thing, and all the bad things that I just said about the American you know, government will just go under the radar. But the minute that I said that last word, that thou shalt not spoke, CV word, we're gonna get banned. Yeah. Like we're done for now. But anyway, like I kind of feel like it cracked me up because you have these people who and I'm not trying to put anyone down here, but this is just my own personal opinion. So if you don't like it, then you know. Shuffle
Suck
on.
his balls.
Shuffle
on. Shuffle on. My bad. But here's the thing, right? Like you are an English teacher, or you work at a convenience store, or you are a I don't know, you're like a construction worker, or you work like as a teller in a bank, right? And do you really believe that you are the one that is smart enough to figure out the grand designs of the American government and the CIA, who have come up with this like thing to be able to dominate the world, like to take over the world by storm and create this concoction? Like, this is what I don't understand. It's not that like this isn't possible. It's not that this doesn't happen, right? Like, I'm sure that they capitalize upon this. That's what capitalism is, right? It's people capitalizing upon the weak, right? This is what happens, right? Like human species is the only species where the weak don't die out. We are cannibals. Like, that's what we do, right? And we need that, you know, leveled orientation. But like you haven't graduated university, right? Like you haven't made it through like these critical thinking skills, but yet you have somehow been able to unpack all of the conspiracies of the American government over the last 50 years. And, you know exactly where they're headed with their next conspiriology. Like, it blows my mind. So like, I mean, have you seen the story of John Rambo?
Maybe no.
Check out Rambo. You can see what one man can do. All right, man.
I see. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I thought. Sorry. I have seen Rambo, but I thought like you were referring to something else. Sorry.
No, I'm talking about the life.
The life and times of John Rambo.
You seen it? If you ain't seen that, brother, I can't even have this conversation with you right now. Okay.
The capacity for American ego is great. And I'll tell you right now, as somebody who's been in those positions and, you know, spent a lot of my time pondering and figuring things out, I'll tell you, there's probably a great number of average Americans working in gas stations and grocery stores and, you know, child containment centers, you know, and they've figured it out. They've figured out what the deal is. They know it's a swizzle and they're not having it anymore. They know. We all know. I've got it figured out. And let me tell you something else. If you buy corn.
That is the most American sounding thing ever when you go,
if you buy corn, then they've already got you. If you buy corn ever, if you buy any corn-based product, they've got you and it's over with. They've already got the microbes in your DNA and there's nothing you can do about it. They're in charge.
Hey, I only have one problem with this, and my problem is you don't even need to buy the corn these days, because that corn via Monsanto, and I'm kind of appalled that I'm making this joke because I really do hate Monsanto. but anyway, that corn via Monsanto, it's just like it's spreading like through your organs, like wind blowing across the streets, right? And that's why I'm appalled I'm making that joke, because that's true. Stop buying Monsanto corn, and stop spreading rumors about things that might get us all injured, because the CIA is going to come after us, and they're going to arrest us, and they're going to take us to prison, because
the Jump Out Boy is going to make sure we sleep forever.
We're blowing all of their plans out of the water, and we're like the uneducated folk. Like,
somebody's got to put a stop to these maple jerky beef guy boys. Is it the Maple Jerky Pod Show? Is it the Maple? Hang on. Beef guy is it the Maple Beef Jerky Stories, Chronicles of the Beef Maples? God damn it, I can't. What is it?
Maple Man Beef Jerky Days.
But yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Like, we've got a lot of really smart people in our communities, and a lot of really good comedians as well. So I think that the majority of people are going to hang out, right?
Hey, wait a minute, dude. I saw what you did there. You can't put a qualifier in to exclude us from the smart people category.
What?
Don't listen. Don't worry. Don't listen, Travis. Don't listen. He said you was smart.
Wait, what?
No, I was saying in our audience. I was saying.
Oh.
Yeah.
The audience is probably really smart, I would think.
But that's the thing, right? Like, I'm just gonna leave the stream again, and just I'll come back later.
Travis, get back in the hot tub. We're gonna have some hot tub talk, dude. Is the new sub podcast on here, dude?
The sub podcast.
Yeah, we just go on here and talk about all kinds of other Russian activities like steaming, banyaing, installing the dash cams, stuff like that.
Jimmy D's not going to be invited next week.
Jimmy D. No, you can come, but you just got to leave for Tub Talk, dude. It's a 5-minute segment.
Right. All right.
Everybody out in the tub.
Let's make that happen then.
I'm not doing Tub Talk, dude. Jeez. Jimmy's like, well, you know what, guys? I like Tub Talk, so you guys should work on Tub Talk, man. Really. I think we got something here, boys.
Nobody wants to see us in the tub.
Why not? How's there a door just underwater? That's hilarious.
That's to the lounge.
I know, it's just funny. It just works. It's just like, oh, hey, I'll just get it. No water just comes in. Like, you can't even tell that it's a door to underwater.
It is almost ready.
On my screen, it just looks like a door to like a dark room, and you walk in, and you're like, holy shit, I'm drowning.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
I like that.
I thought it was.
Oh shit! Here comes a little guy. He wants to eat everything. Say, "What's up, little man?" There he is. He's ready to eat stuff.
All right, skeleton. Wait, Jimmy left the stream? Is he coming back?
Yeah, dude, he left. Dude, you just seriously just leave, dude. Now we're in Tub Talk right now, dude. Is this our thing?
I think this is Tub Talk.
Yeah, I left, and you guys didn't. We didn't
know you left. We were just sitting here. We were doing Tub Talk, dude. Wait, what are you doing here? Beat it. All right. So, anyways, what do you prefer? Do you prefer like the one that's kind of connected into the wall, or do you like one with feet on it? Because those are fancy. I never tried a foot.
Clawfoot all day.
Clawfoot's nice, dude. Now, have you ever had to like when I was pretty poor. I was pretty poor, and this actually happened to me one time, dude. I did have to wash in a giant wash tub at one point when I lived in a trailer.
Oh,
that happened.
Okay.
With the hose.
Wow.
Tub Talk. What was the?
Grew up like that, huh?
For a little bit. When I first moved down here, it's like that, dog. Got a little weird for a little bit there.
Wow.
You ever had to do a tub? You never had to take a tub bath? I mean, you seem like Tub Talk seems like, since you're the what's that guy's name that would always be in the tub and bark at people and pee on passersby, that I think you're a lot like.
Dionysus.
I thought Dionysus. Is it Dionysus? I thought he was the guy who's the booze god, which also
No, yeah.
I always get those two mixed up because I'm like, there's two guys that are cool. It's the booze guy and then the guy who's naked and sleeps in bathtubs and barks and pees on people.
Yeah. I can't. Diogenes.
Yes.
Talking about Diogenes.
Diogenes, yes. That is that's some good topic of tub talk today. What's your favorite Diogenes story?
You
got any?
No.
Really?
I'm aware of Diogenes. I haven't researched.
No,
Diogenes.
the beauty of Diogenes, dude, is you can just make up a story and it sounds legit. Like you could write a Mad Lib and it would be like, I guess it's just some shit he did because it was just so bizarre and off the wall.
Oh.
Yeah, it'd be like I heard he caught live cats and ate them in the street.
He ate people's feet. I heard.
I heard he did. I heard that's the kind of thing I'm talking about.
I heard that Diogenes ate people's feet and it made his breath bad, so he always followed a foot meal with a meal of some kind of delicious flowers. Wait, I'm not understanding. Is Jimmy abandoning us? Have we run Jimmy off? Is that what's happened?
No. No, he's watching. He was participating. He's just listening.
I'm so scared right now.
He's on the outside of the tub looking in, dude, as we have our Diogenes chat, which is Tub Talk is secretly about stuff that you made up that Diogenes did.
I heard that...
You can't really tell that he didn't do it. What else did you hear?
I heard that Diogenes liked to take fish heads and hide them in orifices.
Just random, like people's mailboxes or something?
I wherever.
Really?
That's what I heard.
I heard that he collected what they would call like toad feet and like toad toes, and he had like a tiny toad necklace, but it was only around his finger, but toad toes.
I feel like that's made up.
No, that one's made
that up.
That one's legit.
That doesn't sound real. Honestly, I feel like this is the worst idea to just let us go like this. I feel like I can feel it creeping into the danger zone. Like my brain is wanting to say shit that's not okay. There's a reason. Like we as the Nasty Hooks, we have a business policy. Bird Bones, he's the face. See, and me, I'm the body.
Don't reveal.
I'm revealing
don't break
secrets.
kayfabe, dude. Don't break kayfabe.
And it's because I can't interact well for long periods, and things start coming out of me that make people uncomfortable, and it's kind of part of the person that I am, and it's hard to hold it in for a super long time. And you start saying things, and people start looking at you, and it's like, oh, this is a Christmas party for your Subway work crew. You shouldn't have made that joke about shoving your wife down the stairs. That's not funny. No, everybody's just going to look at you, Travis. Everybody's just going to stare at you. And now here we are on the Maple Glazed Jerky Boys podcast, and there it is. Everybody knows. It's out.
Everybody knows that they pushed your wife down the steps, dude?
No, that I made a joke about it. I made a joke about it at a Christmas party that didn't go over.
At a work Christmas party?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, but the problem is that read the room, right? But the problem with that is that more Chiba can get away with it, right? Like they can totally get away with it. They can make that joke. So.
For sure. Who exactly?
Huh? Are you tempting me to leave again? More Chiba.
Wait, what's going on?
Nothing.
What's more Chiba? Wait, more Chiba? Oh, you got to go all of a sudden, dude?
No, I don't have to go. Yeah, I can't believe I can't believe you guys don't know that More Chiba song where they're like, it's called "Women Lose Weight," and he sometimes you just got to kill your wife is basically what he's saying.
Oh, okay, I got it now, dude.
Okay, I'll check that out. I'll be checking that out.
It's also called "The Solution." Is the name of the song, I believe. It's weird.
Is it?
No.
Okay, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's a More Chiba song called "Women Lose Weight," and it's I mean, and it's funny too because it's one of those bands. I'm a big fan of More Chiba, by the way. If you haven't figured that out, and
I've not listened to this.
Yeah, I'm not a. She has like one of the most beautiful voices in the world, in my opinion. Sky, whoever.
Yeah, I like a beautiful lady voice.
Yeah, and like they've got some really good chill music. So I'm not advocating anything bad about women or wives but I'm just saying, like, if they can say
What,
it, then
dude?
why? If they can say it, then why can't Travis? Right? Like,
That's true.
Hey, man,
That's fair. I feel like that's fair.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Travis, look at this, dude. I caught one. I drug it up onto the shore now.
That's
awesome. Shit,
awesome.
it's dying. I don't know.
I hope we
disappear.
Hope we didn't run Matthew out of the. I hope we didn't run Matthew out of the whole stream there. I actually was kind of just joking around. I just wanted to go get a coffee, and I figured it was time to leave.
Disrespectful, Jimbo. What is that?
Or he was telling me that I was disrespectful because I was
for interrupting Tub Talk. I think that's what it was, bro.
Maybe it might have been.
Disrespect.
He's 26 from Calgary, adopted into a Jewish family at birth. That is a weird. He did just oddly give his entire backstory.
Yeah, did I wonder if I said something to offend him? Because I'm not trying to offend people. I'm a philosopher, historian type of person who,
if you're a philosopher, you know what Socrates, remember him? You know what he would say if you said you're not trying to offend people, man? He'd laugh at you.
Right? Exactly. Yeah. So, I mean,
Socrates would not approve, bro.
You know, Christian, what you're doing right now, I recognize it. And I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate what just happened there. I feel
What's
like
happening?
You upped your pretension level as much as you possibly could. You increased your snark by about 5,000% in about 2 seconds. You know that Socrates, and you purposefully say Socrates incorrectly, and you go, he'd laugh at you. He'd laugh at you. Like, you know what, man?
It took me a while to get it, but like I kind of feel like that should maybe be like the next new thing. Like I kind of feel like maybe what should happen is like we should have instead of fortune cookies, we should have like Socrates, which are kind of like crepes. And when you bite into the crepe, somehow this piece of paper comes out with like words of wisdom on it. Somehow, I feel like that's it's so great, right? It's so great. It's just
dude. That is nobody has reinvented a fortune cookie I mean, it could be a millennia. I have no idea, right? Who knows? Yeah. Who knows when the fortune cookie was invented? So, like, yeah, I mean, wow, that's pretty impressive, Jimmy. That is you just redefined a classic cookie.
No, yeah, that is something that would probably, honestly, what it sounds like is a scheme that would go bad in a sitcom.
Right?
Grapes like always.
It sounds like
Charlie comes up with So Crepes.
Yeah, somebody's like, all right, so we're gonna reinvent this thing, and they come up with So Crepes, and there's hype behind it, and the story's going great. They're about to release it, and then they try them. They try the crepes with the message inside.
And then they're like, wait, nobody's tried one yet? And they're like, what? No, you didn't try one, dude? And it's like, no, I didn't try one. I thought you would have tried one. And then only Charlie's like, no, they're great. Trust me.
Yeah.
And they're like, wait, you were using cat food? I wouldn't have enough money to make real crepes. You're cutting it with sawdust?
I do like the idea of getting like a pastry of some kind, and it's got a message for you.
Right? Yeah.
Something philosophical, something inspiring. Trying to figure out the logistics on these pool stairs because I want them to not look like garbage. But it's difficult.
Trash. It looked like trash. Garbage. Awful. Shite.
I'm still stuck on Matthew and why he left.
Don't worry about Matthew, man. You're gonna have to. There's people. A lot of people are gonna come in here, and they're just gonna hate us, dude.
No, but like he called me Jimbo, and that's like a term of endearment when you're a Jimmy, right? So it's kind of.
Or if you're in the South, it's a term of condescension.
That's true.
Like, all right, there, Jimbo.
Yeah, could be.
Really, but he's from Calgary.
He's from Calgary. Yeah, so he's a fellow Canadian, right? Is that where's Calgary?
It's in Canada.
Maybe.
What part though?
The part north of the American continent.
Ontario?
No. Alberta, like near the.
Alberta. Oh yeah, the Texas of Canada. I know about
the Texas of Canada.
Yeah, it's like a slightly less cool Texas. I'm pretty sure we broke it down on Welcome to an American. My Canadian compadre walked me through a lot of the places. Honestly, he didn't have much to say about most of them, except for Calgary's a lot like Texas, and there's that one island there, the Prince something Island, where it's just like an island full of potato farming.
The Prince Edward Island?
Yeah, is that true? Is it all potatoes going down over there, man? What's up with that?
It's nowhere near Calgary, so that's something. It's on the other side of the. It's most famous for Anne of Green Gables, actually.
What's that? Anne of Green Gables.
Anne of Green Gables.
Is that like Joan of Arc? She sounds familiar.
Joan of Arc.
Anne of Green Gables.
And Joan of Arc. Listen, I only know historical references from the Bill and Ted Adventure series. Okay.
Yeah. Anne of Green Gables was like a character in a story, a long time ago with like red hair. And she was like from PEI and Prince Edward Island, and she prairie, like kind of like Little House on the Prairie type-ish of like that kind of generational of TV show, right?
Ah, okay. So that was like a popular Canadian TV show, is what you're saying?
Yeah, it was more of a story. Like it was a book, I think, to start. It was a children's series story book. Like I don't know.
That's why it sounds familiar to us, but we can't place it.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
We don't read a lot here in America.
Why read? My phone talks to me.
I mean, you bring up a good point, and this is like something that I studied education in the U.S., right? And this is something that's like, why do we do most of the things that we do in education in the U.S., right? Like, why read? Like, why?
Here, well, Jimmy, you're the education guy. Convince me and Travis right now why read. Can you complete a convincing enough argument why me and Travis should read? I'm actually curious.
I think that everyone should read because like reading is important. Like if you can't read, like you're not going to be able to do a lot of things in life. But like, do you need to
wait, dude? Hang on, because I'm gonna just devil's advocate you on this because I got backed into a corner by this on the show I do with that guy. A Canadian guy actually backed me into a corner on this already, and I could not. He had an answer for like everything of like why you didn't have to read, like even reading labels. He's like, I just remember that this one's this much by the way it looks, or like stuff like that.
I think everything that we do in life right now, at this point in life, everything that we do has a contract attached to it, whether it's an employment contract, whether it's something like that, right? And so like by default, like basically you would have to convince someone to give you a job by telling them, I don't read, you need to explain this to me. And even if you said, I don't read, you need to explain this to me. Like, what's to say that what they were saying doesn't, actually translates to what's on the paper. So I think like reading right now in today's generation, in today's society is more of like a protection agency, right? Like if you lived in the middle of the forest, like with a bow and arrow, and you hollowed out mountains to grow mycelium giant mushrooms, then probably no, you don't need to read, right? But like if you're going to be a part of like mainstream society and you're going to be involved in that, and so the reason that I know this as well is like I don't actually read Japanese very well, right? Like my Japanese reading sucks, right? So every time I have to like sign a contract, or every time I have to buy something, or every time I have to do something, like even a warranty, right? Like I sit down. And basically, somebody has to explain to me that like what I'm signing is the way that it is. So you kind of have to have, and yes, you could come back with the argument that's like, oh, it's your choice to sign a contract, it's your choice to participate in the system. But yeah, that's my answer. I mean, you might have a.
I like that answer better because I'm not smart enough to think about the legal aspects of it, about protecting yourself legally because of contracts and stuff like that. if you didn't know how to read, you could get swizzled over pretty easily.
Right.
People taking advantage of that. Yeah, no, that's a good one. There you go. Learn to read, everybody. If you needed a reason before, there you go.
Nasty Hooks advocate literacy.
No, but like, I mean, there's definitely like ways around it, right? Like there's definitely like reasons to not, right? But but I'd like to ask, like, why math? You know, that's another good one, right? Like, why math? We have calculators to do this shit for us, right? Like, I mean, my answer to why math is like, well, I mean, probably more important than learning math would be like learning, you know, useful things on like how to do taxes in math, for example, right? Like, you know, like if you're not gonna build buildings in the real world, then do you really need math, right? Like, I mean, if you don't know math and you're building skyscrapers, like, good luck with that. It's not going to go over very well. It's not like Minecraft where you can just plant trees on top of one another and, you know, end up in the clouds.
What? It's not?
No, it's not. It's not. Right?
What if I just left and it was just like distraught for a couple days?
Right.
I'd make fun of you for the rest of your life.
But like that's the thing, right? Like a lot of what we study in school, do we really need it? Like, I think you need a basic literacy in every subject, right? But like even politics, and I will give this to America, right? Like America is probably one of the better countries when it comes to learning about politics, right? Like in school, you guys have like a citizenship education, which is pretty good. Not all countries do that, right? Like, so like you learn how to be, this sounds really bad, but it's actually good. Like you learn how to be good citizens. You learn like the process of like how to vote, like, you know, how the house and stuff is structured. I would imagine that the majority of people just glaze over, like, you know, maple glazed jerky. When
maple glaze all over that, dude.
when that's coming up in schools, but like it makes sense, right? Like I didn't want to learn about how to do taxes when I was, you know, 15 years old. But I mean, I should have probably, right? Like that would have helped me a lot in the real world. I think.
Yeah, but you can't convince, like, the problem with that, dude, is you can't convince some horned up 16-year-old to give a shit about taxes, dude. Like, get out of my face with that at that age. You know what I mean?
No, but
like,
what you should,
no chance I'm going to actually learn about it.
Yeah, but what you should be, like, that's my point. It's like we're basing this education system around things that like adults have decided are important, right? We're not basing them around like real world experiences, right? We're not basing them around like anything that has, you know, like if you look at Sweden, I think it's Sweden, or it might be, I always get these confused, but I think it's, sorry, Finland. If you look at Finland, right, like their education system is nuts, right? Like a lot of times those kids have no homework and they design their own curriculum and they get the highest standardized test scores in the world without having practice for standardized tests, right? Like something doesn't drive there. How is that possible, right? I mean, it's kind of crazy, right? And so here's my one big problem with the American education system. My one big problem with the American education system is that even state by state, it's too centralized, right? And so you have this like mandate of like, oh, no child left behind, all kids should learn. You're telling me that an inner city kid in New York, you know, a beach bum that comes from like a well-off rich family out in Hollywood, and some, you know, country boy, you know, in a small town of 100 people in Kansas should be learning the same curriculum? That's ridiculous. That's absolutely like that. That's just ridiculous, right? And I think actually what we should do in the U.S. for education is not only should we learn what is relevant to us where we live, because that's a little bit scary too, right? Like if you have some of these rogue states that are only teaching like their perspective on things. You know, I'm not a big fan of the American political system, but there is a balance that you can't argue that like those two extremes don't, you know, sometimes, you know, meet in the middle. And so I kind of believe in my heart of hearts that like, if you're from South Carolina, you should have to go somewhere, at least for a semester, and live like somewhere that you're not from, right? Like we should implement that exchange, right? Where inner city kids get the chance to live in the country for 6 months, where country kids get the chance to, well, probably be murdered in South Central LA, but you know what I'm
Yeah, dude. All right, come on, Jimbo, or whatever. We're gonna take you and throw you out into Chicago, right? Downtown Chirac.
All right, Billie Jean.
But imagine how more well-rounded American society would be if we this sounds really bad, but if we ship kids off for 4 months, right? Like to somewhere else to gain that extra perspective, right? Like
Jimmy D's just trying to get 4 months away from his kid.
Right. Well, no, I mean,
just maybe 2 weeks, guys. Please. I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, you'd probably have to take in somebody else's kid, which might not always work so well. But it's like these exchanges, right? Like I don't know if you guys ever went to school with anyone who like spent time overseas.
I lived with a Belarusian exchange student for a while.
Right, and that experience in itself probably changed your life dramatically, right?
And I went there before it all went to shit.
Right. And so it's
pretty gnarly over there right now.
Right. And so that's a perspective that we don't often have, and America, as well as other countries as well, but America especially could really do with that perspective, I think.
You know what? Public school it should just go like forever. There should always be classes because you don't need to learn about the tax shit like that when you're 16, but later on it's like, you know what, maybe at 25 or 30, I kind of would be down to take a class to on some taxes. That should just be available at all times, for the public, just like public school is.
Right.
And it should be adult classes just ready to rock for shit like that. That way,
there are adult classes, but those adult classes, you don't want to go to them because they're kind of sold as being like, oh, look at that dude, he's going to school at night, he must be a dumbass, right? It's
not like school though, not like regular school, just focusing on shit like mortgages, like a class on mortgages, and they have different classes like that. You could just go it was once a week instead of work. You went to school and just learned how to do shit the right way, so you didn't fuck up and go bankrupt or do all this other shit. You know what I mean? Might be a good way to bring the bar up from how low it is.
Yeah, and imagine if we could incorporate things like proper finance, things like blockchain, things like these types of technologies that we're using or utilizing. Things like how to get products to market or how to sell things or how to create your own small business, right? That information is pretty much, like you said, useful for a horny 14-year-old teenager, right? But after you spend a few hours in the real world, with a real world job, and you realize that hey, maybe starting my own business would be much better than working at a convenience store that's owned by somebody else. This might actually be the way forward, right? So yeah, I mean, it's probably never going to happen, but for those
mandatory public school to grade 25.
Well,
right.
The issue really with a lot of it,
homework,
it's you get, and this is my own personal perspective on it, but the powers that be, whatever they are, the sculptors of the American education system, they don't want smart, productive, well-rounded, well-balanced people out there living their happiest lives. That's not
right.
That's not what they want.
Maybe not the first word, but they definitely want productive.
Right.
They want. They don't really even care about productive. They want consuming more than they want.
Well, yeah,
productive.
You got to be productive to consume though. They want people that are. A lot of it's very rigidly scheduled, almost. It's very much to kind of get you to be accustomed to clocking in, clocking out, going to work at this time, 5
Soulless
days a week, 9 to 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
A grind machine.
A lot of it could be redone, man. It's not. It's super not optimal.
Yeah,
what we could do at this day and age, especially with computers and all this shit, man. There's so many innovative ways you could really teach people.
For sure.
Shit.
And I would say for those that are interested in following that theory, go check out anything by John Taylor Gatto. John Taylor Gatto is an American Italian kind of author, educator type of person that basically talks about this system, and it's basically called I forget the name of the book, but it has something to do with like dumbing down America, right? And how the educational system was like started, how it was constructed, and it basically like talks about all of that, right? Like the economics, the falling into the system to follow the rules and things like that, right? So, but what worries me now is that now we're in this because you guys and us guys and probably most of the people who tune into this show, we're into like blockchain, decentralization, cryptocurrencies, but kind of what gets my
what's
goat.
All that stuff, dude?
Right, and what gets my goat is when people get angry at us for like not doing things in a centralized way, right? Like it's like, how dare you people over there? How dare you not give us a roadmap?
What do you mean you're not going to do everything like everybody? No, this is the system in place. You have to work within this system. And if you are productive and making a profit outside of that system, you're in the wrong. You're in the wrong, and you're doing something evil. It seems like witchcraft to me. I don't understand it. There's a lot of numbers. People are talking about algorithms and coins and tokens, and I think it's all made up. And y'all are pirates. Y'all are modern day.
Listen here.
Pirates.
If I would learn one thing over my life is tokens are for skee ball. All right.
But I mean, that's a good point. Everything is made up, right? Everything that you know about the world, including cryptocurrencies, every single thing that you know about the world is made up. There is no truth beyond, what you have infused into your mentality, and that infusion into your mentality essentially comes from somebody telling you something that you believed. Whether you did a shit ton of research or whether you just believed it blindly, it's all the same thing, right? Like there are very few people who have created anything in this world. I think beyond the first creators, everything else is just a revampment of something that already existed, right?
Yes.
I mean,
a reiteration, a reimagining, a redux, if you will. They do that with a lot of movies. Like,
the movies, it's like they hit that 10 years ago. They were like, dude, we're out of ideas, bro.
Yeah,
we got to start
pumping out old movies.
Pumping out old movies over and over again. Listen, let's just put Jack Black in it and remake it. Go.
But what's brilliant about that is like we now have the technological capacity to be able to actually make these movies more interesting than they originally were in some cases, right? Like it's like you look at some of these remakes that are coming out and like they're blowing the old ones out of the water, right? Like, I mean,
give us
TV
an
series
example. What's one we should check out that's new that blows the old one out?
I don't necessarily know about movies so much, but like one of the series that I quite like is it depends on who the Doctor is, but I'm quite a big fan of Doctor Who, and like the remake, the way that they brought back the remake of Doctor Who, it wasn't really a remake, it was more of like a time sensitive extension. But like that first series that they brought back, Doctor Who, like it was kind of old school, like in terms of like the way that the cinema looked, the way that it was filmed. Yeah, for sure. But then like I think it was David Tennant came in next, and when David Tennant came in, they kind of started to amp up the effects to a point where now it's like completely modernized, right? Yeah. They've still kept like core tenets of like the Daleks and things like that, and like the statues still have that old kind of grainy look to them. But like the backdrop is they've done a really good job about bridging those two worlds, right? And so those types of things, I think, are really good when they can create new experiences from old ideas. I think that's really important, right? Like a Batman would be another one, right? Like if you look at the original Batman movies, even though it's a different storyline, the original Batman movies with the Joker and Penguin, Danny DeVito, those ones, that's not
fucking hilarious.
Right, and then you pair them with like Batman Returns, right? Like it's a completely different, type of experience. But
absolutely, day and night,
right? And those old ones, they will still have a cult classic thing. But you're not going to have anyone that walks into like a movie theater and watches that old movie, and then walks out and says, "That was the best movie ever. It was so realistic, man. I thought that the Joker was coming for me." Like, that's not going to happen, right? Like, we're beyond that, right? Like, we're going to appreciate it for what it was in a historical sense, right? But we're never going to be like, "Oh, I wish they made all movies like that." Like, I screw special effects and new stuff. I mean,
we were talking about Planet of the Apes earlier today, Travis. That new one was kind of dope, actually.
No, yeah.
The old shit. It's like the new ones were pretty fucking cool.
No, the new Planet of the Apes were awesome. There is something about the old Planet of the Apes, especially for me, the TV series, that really like just, I don't know. There's something like
tickles your nostalgia pickles.
Yeah, I could watch that forever. But that being said, the new like Planet of the Apes movies are badass. Like, it's really cool to see these like not horrible Halloween store mask faced ape people talking and jumping around and doing stuff. But it's because like the old ones, the masks are so bad. It's so bad.
Yeah, they're definitely just like, let's make them actual apes this time instead of like ape humans.
Yeah.
Which definitely gave it like a whole different vibe then. You know what I mean? Because you're coming at it from like this natural versus, man-made perspective kind of thing or whatever.
I don't think we should call them ape humans. I think we should call them apenoids.
Apenoids?
Apenoids.
Travis, you're just an apenoid.
Apenoid.
Apenoid, like freakazoid.
I'm working on this river. I found a spot that, this is a cave. Okay.
Well, is that the cave that I've been mining out?
I don't think so.
Okay. It's like we're getting. I think it's hilarious.
All the caves are gonna just coincide.
Right.
Yeah. But I like it. I like how this is coming together.
Yeah, we're gonna.
No, yeah, we're just gonna keep naturally progressing out here from this spot. I really dig it.
It's gonna be really cool.
We're down here right now, about to go repair the pickaxe in the nether mines.
I mean, the good thing is as our world grows, right? As this plot grows, in scope and size and character, we will diverge into something that's truly spectacular. And because we're so focused on, this, as opposed to the random musings that are coming out of our mouths that make almost zero sense, we'll just have to see what people prefer. Do they prefer watching us build, or do they prefer, watching us dig deeper?
Listen, here's the number one thing about podcasting and all this stuff, or even just doing this. It just doesn't matter what they want, man. We're just gonna do our thing, and the people that
I didn't. Sorry, I know what you mean. I didn't mean it that way. I meant I was trying to make a joke. Sorry.
Oh, my bad, dude. I have terrible sense of humor.
Yeah, he really does very poor timing, and he doesn't understand when things are not serious. It's really it's really quite frustrating.
Well, that's the funny thing about that is like I was listening to you earlier, Drizzle, and when you were talking about, I think, education, I wasn't like, you were setting it up, but I wasn't sure where you were going to end with it. Like, I wasn't sure if this was like a serious drizzle or if this was like a drizzle off the wall. Like, I really didn't really know where this was like headed.
A drizzle or a dribble or a squirt or whatever it was.
Yeah, and I mean, it ended up being a serious, quite profound moment, but it could have just as easily been like a drizzle off the wall that, like, played to that.
Drizzle off the wall.
That's I'm gonna get that on a t-shirt.
Oh yeah, dude, a little drizzle off the wall. How did I not just get melted right there? Holy shit.
Get sued by Vans.
Right? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
Make a little drizzle off the wall NFT.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking that maybe I'm down here in the caverns and maybe we can try to hopefully get some mushrooming action down here, but we'll see. I'm not really
caverns,
sure.
It'll probably work pretty well.
I'm
you know what might be a better idea, guys, is just doing a underground shroom cave kind of thing.
an underground shroom cave. That actually is not a bad idea. Like that could be one of the places you get to from the labyrinth.
Yeah, maybe that's where you come out of the labyrinth into the shroom cave. It's all a metaphor, guys. It's all an allegory. You take the leap of faith, and you got to find your way, and then you eat some mushrooms. Then, yeah, dude, totally. I didn't think it out much farther than that, bro. Sorry.
No, but I like it. Like we could do like the Alice in Wonderland, Lewis Carroll experience. Here in the Uplift World.
It is an interesting.
At Christmas, we could call it caroling.
Yeah.
What you guys doing? No, we're gonna go hang out with the Nasty Hooks and Jimmy D. We're gonna go caroling.
I'm gonna go caroling.
What does that mean?
Man, Nasty Hooks caroling would be something wild. That should be something we should invent, Travis, and encourage people to do, and just write Christmas carols that are real crazy, and then see if people will send videos in of them going around to their neighbors' homes and singing these songs to them. See,
in my mind, what I would define caroling as would be like, you're gonna put on a costume, right? You're gonna put on a costume and be Carol. You want to be Carol, and you're gonna go to your neighbor, and you're gonna carol as Carol. And I don't know if you've ever met a Carol. No offense to Carols out there, but ooh, you know what I mean?
Listen, you're Carol now. This is working. You're assuming a new identity, and you're in the witness protection program. Now you're Carol.
Just go be a Karen, but Carol. Just go be an obnoxious middle-aged white woman. That's a costume you want to don. You're gonna don obnoxious middle-aged white woman. American variety is probably that costume is a shirt that is too young for you. A horrible big handbag. If you got Gucci, that's what you want, because that'll be the most obnoxious.
It's whatever the one is that looks like tablecloth.
Yeah.
Flowery tablecloth.
Yeah. And then you need that haircut that goes, aggressively from the front to the back. I'm not going to describe the lengths or how it goes, but the haircut goes aggressively from the front to the back. And you know that this woman is going to scream at someone about the chicken nuggets that she ordered for her child, who is not at any sort of reading level, but they're real good with the iPhone. So you're going to dress up like that lady, and you want to go bang on your neighbor's doors, and you want to sing whatever might come to your, your brain.
I forgot we were even originally talking about that.
It doesn't need to be seasonal, just sing a song, whatever you like. Nothing explicit. Something family friendly.
We should make caroling an all year round thing.
That's right.
Who doesn't love getting their door knocked on and then being harassed by strangers with badly sung music?
How did caroling even start? Knock, knock, knock. We're gonna sing about the holidays. Go away. Go away. Get off my property.
And I mean, when people,
I'm sure there's a lot of that. You're a humbug, dude.
When people have had enough of it, then we can just give them Girl Scout cookies to sell and use that as our cover.
It's not a bad idea,
right?
These are called fudge carols.
I mean, there's lots of, I don't know. Sorry, I'm just distracted because my whole mushroom forest cavern thingy isn't working here. So
not working out.
I don't know.
What is this mystery of the mushrooms? We can't discover their true secrets and mysteries.
Right? I don't know. Okay, let's try. I'm gonna do one more, and then if it's not.
Keep doing more until you can really start feeling it over there, man.
Oh man, I've been bone mealing the hell out of these mushrooms, and they're just not.
But don't go too fast, man. Give it a little bit in between.
They're just not eating the bone meal up. Maybe at the size or something. I don't know. I'm gonna do mushroom research. That's my homework this week.
It is frustrating using the bone
for Minecraft.
Because the bone meal, sometimes the RNG will be like, boom, big, giant, 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 giant. And then sometimes you go through 4 stacks of it and nothing happens.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very frustrating.
I know.
That's rough.
I agree.
A lot of basalt here, guys.
So when I get frustrated with bone meal, I just like throw some down on the grass because you just know it's going to explode. So that's like, yeah. It's like, you know what? If you're not going to grow, you stupid tree, then I'm just going to throw it here on this nice flat walkway, and at least we'll get some cool flowers out of it.
That's right. It works on grass every time.
Every time, without
Every
fail.
time.
Every single time.
80% of the time.
Respawn.
All right.
Nether quartz, guys, if you have a mending pickaxe, go to the nether and mine nether quartz, and you'll get the best healing rate on it if you don't have an XP farm.
So any fun people out there that want to come hang out on the plot, over here with us next week, we're going to do this again. And if you might happen to have some, what do we need? Mycelial blocks.
Mycelium or podzol or whatever you can grow some mushrooms in.
All right.
You got it. Bring them over. We'll be very grateful. We'll give you some stuff in exchange. We'll figure out a trade. And, yeah, that'll be sick.
We won't drown you and steal it. We will not drown you and steal it.
We will not ask you to get into the hot tub, which may or may not be a suction device to suck you down into a pool of lava beneath it. Definitely not going to be a thing.
I mean, if you were to be sucked down the hot tub, would you swirl left or right? And would it make a difference on what server you were on?
If you're in Genesis, it goes the other way, dude. Everybody knows that. I like it. That was hot. That was hot.
That was pretty good.
So,
all right, boys, you ready to call this thing, dude? We'll end it on that one.
I think so.
Go for a minute here. Yeah, we did a solid 2.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week. This is slowly going to build into a little show here, man.
It's going to be crazy.
We're going to keep this going. Tell your friends, share it around, let them know it gets a little weird from time to time. And
constantly.
I'd kind of go the other way. I'd kind of be like, let them know it's normal from time to time.
Yeah,
just from time to time, it's just totally normal.
There are moments of normalcy.
You just
look at that, dude.
That wasn't well.
Dude? You like my skills?
That's the end right there. That was some serious lava skills.
That was some lava skills.